you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This crowd size dwarfs anything you see on these college campuses.
Yes.
Anything you see with BLM or Antifa. Yet, where is the local media? Where is Channel 4? Where is Channel 5? Where is Channel 7? Where's Channel 10, 25? I'll tell you why they're not here. Because they're propaganda. They're fake news. And they don't want the people of Massachusetts and the people of America to see how strong and how popular and how determined we are. Well, I'll tell you this, they can ignore us all they want. Come November 5th, they're gonna hear from us. And by then, they won't be able to ignore us anymore. Okay, joining me now, you want to talk about an immigration warrior who has been in the trenches here in Boston, here in Massachusetts for many years. FAIR, Numbers USA, they're think tanks. They do incredible work, policy papers, position papers, op-eds, data crunching. You get incredible information. We got someone here who's been doing it at the local, state level for many, many years. This man, for many of you, needs no introduction. He is the executive director of Massachusetts Coalition for Immigration Reform. It is a bipartisan organization, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, working to educate and affect public policy on a local and state level. Please give a very warm Kuhner country welcome to Henry Barbaro.
All right, perfect timing for these cookies to be thrown out in the audience. Take the attention off me. Oh, Ginger Betty.
Ginger Betty. Look at this woman, huh? Giving out free cookies. Look at this. Look at this, huh?
We'll get you another one, buddy. It's coming over.
Notice, no taxpayer money. Unlike the Dems with the illegals. It's our money. Notice they're very generous with our money. Ooh, $64 a day. I want a refund. Henry, go ahead, my friend.
All right, this is my first rally speaking engagement, and so far I've learned that I should bring a big bag of cookies to get people.
Yeah.
But all right, so thank you, Jeff, and good morning to all of you. My name is Henry Barbaro. I'm the executive director of the Massachusetts Coalition for Immigration Reform. Thank you. We're a humble outfit. So MCIR has been around for about 30 years, and our focus has been to push back on. I don't have to repeat myself what I just said. Anyway, yeah, the acoustics are better. So for about 30 years, we've been pushing back on illegal immigration.
Oh, you both go.
And it's not that MCIR is anti-immigrant. What we are opposed to is unsustainable mass immigration, okay? So let me start by saying that the whole migrant crisis has been awful and entirely avoidable. We're here because of the terrible decisions being made by our political leaders. Our state government should be carefully allocating our tax dollars to meet the most important needs of our citizens. Now, I came up with this line yesterday, I really like it. But instead, our tax dollars are being used for a virtue-driven spending spree with no end in sight and nothing to show for it except for suffering, even among illegal migrants. And I want to clear up one of the many deceptive terms being used by politicians and the media, which is to call illegal migrants asylum seekers, as if that makes them legal. Okay?
Oh my God. She's just an idiot.
These folks still are in our country illegally, and more than 90% of them will have their asylum claims ultimately denied by a judge. Now, that could be many years from now, like 5 years from now.
It's the wealthiest county outside of.
But under the Biden administration, virtually none of those who get denied asylum will ever leave or be deported. So don't be fooled by the asylum seeker handle.
Josh Kirk, what's his name?
So-
Shapiro?
So what if the migrant
Federal?
crisis is grossly mismanaged by the
Actually,
Healy
he's
administration?
pro-Israel.
What's the problem?
Did you see him?
Where there are four obvious major problems in Massachusetts as well as across the country. One is that we're giving tens of thousands
His
of
brain is
illegal
growing back
migrants
now.
welfare benefits that should go to Americans.
He had a stroke.
That's what happens.
He
And it's
lost
funny
probably
how
about a third
everyone's
of his
throwing
brain.
around these numbers. Now, you'd be happy
Make
to
him a
know in my
senator.
speech,
synapses
it's very
are-
minimal
He
numbers,
is
okay?
recovering.
But I don't know if I could ever trust
For all you
I know,
statisticians out there.
that's
But
the problem.
I've heard 1 billion,
One Democrat
2
that's
billion, but
pro-Israel.
actually FAIR, Sherry's outfit, they estimate that Massachusetts, between state government and municipal government, taxpayers spend $3 billion a year on illegal migrants, okay? And we're talking about schools and shelter and welfare, social programs. Right. So the bottom line is, Governor Healy's approach to support illegal migrants is absolutely unsustainable. And this is what we mostly object to.
I designed shit.
Another idea is that waves of illegal migrants are worsening our obvious problem in Massachusetts, and that's the housing crisis, both in terms of affordable housing and homelessness.
Awesome. What year? What year did you go?
98.
I'm an 86 grad.
He went 98. Graduated in 2002.
Okay. Yeah, I just got my master's at
And
Drexel.
it is hard to get numbers here too, because no one wants to track it or talk about it.
I was at Raytheon.
Another problem, and this is third of four, is that illegal migrants are taking jobs from Americans while depressing wages for Americans who are already struggling. This is real, it's not a theory, okay? So, and the last point, I think it's important philosophically, is that this red carpet treatment of illegal
Holy
migrants
shit.
has been horribly unfair
See all the
to
maskers on
legal
the train
immigrants. Massachusetts
Well,
is
they probably wear
essentially
the mask at home,
coddling
too.
and rewarding people who have cut in line. So there are other three basic principles to immigration. One is that we shouldn't be diverting our support for our own people, our own poor people and in need. Keep in mind that the world's population of people in poverty is 4 billion people. Now, sorry about the number thing, but it's a lot. So the idea of trying to rescue them all isn't going to happen. Immigrants should be invited to America to contribute to our society and not become a liability.
Yes.
Okay? And let me end this part. The third one is that tax dollars should be paying for important work like police, fire, schools, that sort of thing.
Yes.
And instead, we're squandering this precious money, and tax dollars are a precious resource, to subsidize uninvited foreigners who have no path to ever be here legally. So on the other side of the spectrum, our leaders are promoting illegal migration based on the we're a nation of immigrants.
We're here legally. We're here legally.
All right. We all agree. All right. Where diversity is our strength, and if you question whether there are too many immigrants, then you're accused of being a racist or a xenophobe. Oh, and coincidentally, business interests also really like all that cheap labor. So that factors in too. So Jim Robb talked about all the different things that are happening in Massachusetts that are magnets for illegal migrants. So I won't go through those, but the most important thing is to have the legislature amend or repeal the right to shelter law so that it only serves American citizens. That was the original intent of the law. Another number, 1983 by Michael Dukakis. They never... Sorry. Hey, he knew how to run a tank. You know, come on. Anyway, so, but no one, when they passed that law in 1983, no one was thinking about, you know, waves of illegal migrants and how the law was going to apply to them. So it should be for American citizens. Bottom line is, we should turn off the magnets for illegal migrants.
Yes.
All right, so I'm coming toward the end. I'm sure to your great relief. I've got a half a page here, right? And I'm gonna.
read that in front of the State House inside.
Good idea.
We know what you're saying.
All right.
We need to hear it.
I think the crowd can hear you better than me. All right, so let me do a little conclusion here. Before I hand over the mic, we are MCIR. We're the state's activist organization to push back on illegal immigration. So the website is masscir.com, and we have yellow cards over here at this table with a QR code. You can just scan it, okay? Help you get to our website. And so basically, we'd like as many people as possible to sign onto our list so we can then take it from there and alert you to actions, and we need actions.
Are you on
You know, historically, we've gone to the State House and we've just given testimony, and it's been very policy wonk, but we need action now.
Instagram.
By the way,
Snapchat.
I'm also going to make a plug for this book by Todd Bensman from the Center for Immigration Studies. It's a book called Overrun. It was just published, and for the low rate of $15.
WhatsApp.
Let's see, what else? Last thing.
You're informed, very informed.
I want to acknowledge Lou Murray. He's from Bostonians Against Sanctuary Cities, and he provided these two lovely signs. And
Friends, grandkids,
he,
nobody likes me anyway, but I post that stuff.
and he's an absolute powerhouse, and so he's on the Facebook, Bostonians
keep it
Against
up.
Sanctuary Cities.
You're right.
So to conclude, thank you very much for whatever you can do to help your neighbors and help the state and help this country overcome our
Freedom of the
self-imposed
press.
migrant crisis. Thank you very much.